Well, good morning and welcome back to the 2014-15 school year. I certainly hope that you're as excited to be back as I am to have you back, and I say that with all sincerity. This is the only chance that we have each school year to gather together as a 3,000-member family, and we're going to be talking about that today, happy homes and happy families and some of the characteristics that go along with that. I'd like to start by thanking Main Street Credit Union as well. I know Mike just did that, but they've been serving our community for 60-some years now, and so John and Kathy and all of you that put this together, thank you once again for the treats this morning. Appreciate that. Those of you that won prizes this morning, I want to congratulate you. I don't know what the deal was with Southwest. Was this rigged today or what? I mean, that just seemed a little bit out of balance to me. And then I also want to take just a minute and mention a group of people that, quite frankly, I forget to do on a regular basis. And that's because I try to wait till the end and then things really kind of get geared up, as you know, with our closing video. But we do have a group of our staff that works really hard to put this together for you. And lots of people involved, but in particular, it's our communications staff led by Chrissy McNerlin. And as you watch the videos today, I want you to understand and realize that Mark Ekstrand puts all those together really seemingly by himself. So let's hear it for them as well. I hope you had a chance over the summer to relax, to re-energize a little bit. I certainly did. In fact, for me, the relaxation and kind of re-energy comes from spending time with family. So let me give you just a real quick Trigg family update. We had a chance, Julie and I had a chance to get away for a couple different times this summer. Part of that was celebrating our 37th wedding anniversary. So Julie, wherever you are out there, love you. Our oldest, Mandy, and her husband, Steve, are still practicing medicine down in Amarillo, Texas. You may remember, of course you may not either, a year ago when I was up here, Julie and I were awaiting the birth of our first grandchild. And lo and behold, as things would happen, the Saturday after the Monday, which was about a week early, Julie and I were getting ready to go on a walk, one of the wonderful trails that we have in Overland Park. And just as we were beginning that journey, I felt a buzz on my phone. I opened my phone up, and not to say that my son-in-law is not a man of few words, but I got that text that you're always waiting for as a parent. It said, water broke. So, that's a true story. That's absolutely what it said. So, Julie and I very quickly decided not to take the walk. We went and did what we needed to do to get ready to go a week earlier than we thought. Went down and got to Amarillo, Texas about 30 minutes after Elizabeth Griffin was born. So let me introduce Elizabeth Griffin to you. Now, those of you that are grandparents know exactly why I showed that picture and can take part in that celebration as well. Whitney and Cody continue to live here in the area, and Whitney's still in the pharmaceutical industry, pharmaceutical sales. Cody continues with his passion of teaching and coaching. Yes, they still have 3 dogs, and they still have 2 horses. And in addition to that, Cody's nephew, Cordell, has come to live with them for about a year now. So they decided to start with this parenting thing with a teenager. So I think they can all use our thoughts and prayers. And then our son Aaron's still in Scottsdale, Arizona, beginning his 2nd year at Rancho Solano Prep School. Once again, a career path that he had not anticipated, but we're glad that he's with an educational institution, that's for sure. And then lastly, what would life be like as empty nesters without investing in a bundle of energy to keep us going each and every day? So meet Charlie, the puppy, once again. Yes, he's a Cavachon, and yes, he does rule the house. There's no doubt about that. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about 6 characteristics of a happy home and what it takes to be a well-prospering and happy family. As a part of that, you're going to see some different videos. We're going to start in a minute with a video of a kind of a Blue Valley family within a family. Then I'm going to ask Jeff Baxter to come up and speak to you for a little bit. Jeff is the 2014 Kansas Teacher of the Year from Leavenworth. I'll do a little more formal introduction of him in a minute. But I want to mention something real quickly because I first met Jeff at the banquet where they announced the Kansas Teacher of the Year. And while I was obviously very impressed with his impromptu acceptance speech, the thing about Jeff that really drew me to him and put me in a position to really want him to come to speak to you today, quite frankly, was his humility. When I was sitting just a table away from him, and when his name was announced, he absolutely had no idea it was coming. And it was a real blessing for me to see the reaction that he had, the tremendous humility that just poured out of him as he really believed he did not deserve that honor. You're going to disagree because you're going to hear some great things from him. So we're excited about that. A couple of other videos. We've got a video of an innovative group of students that went together to help another student. And then we've got an overcoming story that we're going to end with, a family that we really rallied around and behind. And so we're excited to share all of those with you. You know, if you watched the opening video carefully, you saw a lot of different scenes from all across the area and the district. And what we were trying to portray there was identity. The fact that you have to have an identity if you're going to have a family, if you're going to have a happy home. So one thing we did to try to help establish that identity is we asked our Board of Education members what was it about Blue Valley that they felt made it a happy home for them. So let's see what our Board of Education members had to say.